Yo, Tony, what's up, man? Good to see you. Happy Good Friday. What's going on, Tony? Yeah, hold on, Digger. No. Where the hell is that playing at? Stop. Hmm. Hey, Wigwag. What's up?
Hiya, Jerry, mate. How are you?
No, pretty good. We got Wigwag and Closet Branch. Tony. Tony's his name.
Hello, Wigwag. Hello, Tony Closet Branch.
Tony Closet.
How did you find out his name was Tony?
Little bird told me.
How are you doing, Wigwag? So it's been a very rainy day, as usual. Tony Evans. No, that's not me. I'm not Tony Closet. Do I presume you're not Tony Closet? Is that why you brought that? I thought you were Tony Closet. I really did.
His name's Tony. He's just not telling you.
Hiya, Dwight, mate. Good to see you.
What's up, Dwight? What's up, Dwight? Dwight, I didn't mail your package today because when I went there, they wanted $27 to mail it.
Holy crap!
I was like, fuck you. This thing weighs a pound. I was like, nah, it's okay.
Who? What? Why? How are they justifying that? Who?
I
Was
don't
that a
know.
private carrier?
UPS.
Oh, shove them right where the sun don't shine. Just use the normal postal service.
Yeah, so I got to go to the post office and say,
UPS. That's them who screwed me. They paid the tax. They paid the tax on that stuff he sent me. Charged me the tax plus an administration fee for paying it. The sons of bitches. Hello, Hal.
Fuck.
What a guy there.
Yeah, write this the fuck down. I'm in the middle of doing something. I'll be back.
That's all right. '27, yeah. Region Rail fan, how you doing, my friend? I like your video. I watched it very, very closely. Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, 27. The robbing bastards.
hey, what's up, Region Rail fan? How's it going?
Was he living in a Rolls Royce or something? Is that why they wanted that much? That's chauffeur driven all the way there in a limo.
Oh, shoot. Anyway, what's up?
I'm good, Regent. I hope you are too. Who's got an echo going? Is that you, Jerry?
No?
I can hear an echo.
I don't hear an echo.
I can't now. I just could do for a sec. And that means
Was it-
somebody
Was
in
it
my
you?
house might be listening in.
Is that wrong, no?
Could be. Could be listening in on the quiet. Listening for something incriminating. We all use the Fifth Amendment in here anyway, so.
Oh, balls.
Okay, have a Fifth Amendment.
Logged in. Where's my shit at?
What if you, or are you searching your computer for something?
No, I'm just going into my store.
Okay. Hi, Cosmin.
Want to see
How
what's
are you
going
doing?
on here.
Someone once told me what they thought Closet's name was, but it weren't Tony.
No?
You don't have to answer Closet, but is your name Lawrence? Like Lawrence of Arabia.
Lawrence of Arabia. Which one is this? Well, it must be the full version. Oh, friggity frigs.
Incredible bulk. Good to see you, my friend. So you're sorting your gift store out, are you, Jerry?
What's up, Incredible Bulk? Yeah, trying to.
What have you ordered? A hoodie or a shirt?
T-shirt.
It's going to cost a few bob to send one to the UK, but I've already looked at it. But we have to wait and see what yours looks like, can't we?
Yeah. Wait until there's like free shipping and things like that.
Oh, do they do that?
Yeah.
Right, will do.
I don't know if there's free shipping to the UK, but
I bet the bloody won't be. I better get butt rape for tracks and all. I got a scale model scenery t-shirt. What's he giving away today, Cosmin? Yes, it's worth staying, my friend. I would like to tell you exactly what the giveaway is. And it's something very precious that only Jerry can give. And it's only worth something if it's given freely. You can't steal it. It's worth nothing if you try and steal it.
What are you giving away?
Well, you could think a smile. That can't be stolen. It has to be given freely. And it's worth nothing. You can't give it freely. But then you're doing something else. You're giving your time, aren't you?
Tote bags. I don't want no tote bags in my store.
Shopping bag.
Yeah, shopping bags. I thought I put some cups in here. More. I thought I put more cups.
You've got cups.
What?
I didn't see cups last time.
Things are changing all the time, Digger.
Wow. Setting up a pod store. I don't know if it's a pod store.
I wish they had bandanas. I put kids shit in here.
A bandana would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, bandana. They were out of camp mugs. I put camp mugs in here. It's just a bigger mug.
15%. Agree to that. Boxcar Jerry. Boxcar Jerry X. What's the X for?
Railroad. It's a railroad designation.
All right.
It's a reporting mark. BCJX. Boxcar Jerry Railroad. You know? BCJX.
Cool. Oh, I like that cup.
Huh?
I like that mug, that cup.
Yeah, so I think I'm done. What happened? 25 bucks. Yeah, okay. This should be good. I'm going to do some more stuff. I don't know. Anyway, what's up, Incredible Bulk? Stuart? What's going on, Stuart? Waycross Trains. You have a link for my store? It's on my what do you call it?
Do you want me to put it in chat?
Oh, you can, I guess. But don't order nothing until I tell you that I like what's available.
All right. Yeah, I've got that. We'll ding it in your chat. Hang on.
You sold your VR? That's cool. Virtual reality, Wigwag. No beer mugs. They don't have beer mugs. They don't have beer mugs.
It's keeping it family friendly, that shop.
It doesn't. They don't offer them. It's not like I can't put them up there. They just don't offer them.
Hello, Stuart. Digger failed. Why does it not work?
No, I can tell you right now that link don't work.
Okay, let me try it again. I'll get it straight from the page. That's the link. I copied it straight from your shop, straight from your page. But all right, I'll do it again. Give it a rest, girls. I know it doesn't work. There you go. Try that one, ladies.
It worked for you, Cosmin? That's you had to put the HTTP in there.
Try it now, ladies.
But anyway, that's it.
Hello.
That looks like a legit link now. Yeah. Digger just asked me. I told you it's for railroads. It's a reporting mark. Like it's on the side of cars, the reporting mark, and it's always an X at the end.
BCJX.
It means railroad. So that's my reporting mark, BCJX. You understand?
He's very jealous that I call other dog's name too much.
I'm just on with Jerry. Ron's just arrived.
Hi, Ron.
Howdy.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Are you well?
I'm okay.
Yeah, you see.
You look tired.
Cosmin did it properly.
Yeah, I am tired.
He's had a day on the road.
Oh, tiring is driving.
It is very tiring. You've got to have your wits about you all the time. Dwight says hello.
Hi, Dwight. And anybody
Well,
else?
It's Waywag. It's all leased equipment, pretty much. The leaser, the owner.
Yeah, a lot of freight cars here are leased. You know, the train company doesn't always own them; they lease them. Then they're not responsible for repairs and stuff.
Sorry, man.
The men aren't fit enough and the ladies aren't endowed enough.
Don't be such a sexist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexist pig.
Stuart says hello.
Hey, Stuart.
But the thing is, you've got to go with the models that they give you. Haven't you?
No, you can pick them. I ain't got. I'm not going to like sit there and pick this one and that one and
just pick the one that you think's going to sell your product.
It's a pain in the ass. It's not, it's nothing is easy about the whole publish, not translated.
Have you not got a marketing team there, Gary, to help you out?
Well, straight bright your screen. What about turning that side?
No, Digger, I don't.
Should I bring this lamp forward? Turn the main light off.
It's just very bright.
I noticed that.
Oh, shoot. I don't friggin'.
No, I think that'll just reflect back in camera that side.
Yeah, it will.
Maybe it's your settings on your computer. You know, like the contrast and stuff.
Oops.
Yeah, it's not. It is such a hard website to navigate, to put stuff into the store, to delete stuff from the store. It is a fucking pain in the ass. But they have a lot of stuff.
It's locked.
The product has been customized. The design is now available for sale. I don't know. So far, I've sold 5 things. That's pretty good. Can't wait to put my I don't know. I've been thinking of a layout name so I can do layout shirts too, like a layout railroad. What my railroad's going to be. Still thinking. Was it easier than Printfy or Printful? Those people have a lot more item options. I didn't try. I never heard of Printfy. Never heard of them. Did you heard me? Heard you do what?
Straight.
Heard you. I saw the new Godzilla movie. That's nice.
Oh, because bad night.
Printful. Is that who you use for your store, Cosmin? Printful. Print on demand. Well, at least they give you 50% off. And sign up for free and test your design with 50% off sample. I had to pay full price for my shirt.
Jerry looked darker, that's all.
Sons of bitches. Explore products.
That's all right, isn't it? Hello, Brandon. What have you waited a year for? The train? Or the Godzilla? And King Kong, the new empire. Well, the two mates in this one, aren't they? Godzilla and Hong Kong, the two friends. And
That's a fact, didn't it? Really?
Yeah, their t-shirts look a little cheaper.
Is it an alternative store?
Printful. I guess you can link them to YouTube. Leggings, underwear, Boxcar Jerry underwear.
Boxcar Jerry boxer shorts.
Yeah, boxer briefs. That would be funny. No, they do have beer mugs. Or no, they're drinking mugs. They have tumblers, coasters, glassware.
There's
Custom
another one round.
Yeah.
shaker pint glass, 16-ounce glass. Yeah, so they got beer mugs. I guess that's a beer glass. Is that a beer glass, Wigwag?
There's another shop, isn't there? What's it called now?
There's Teespring. A lot of people have
That's it,
Teespring.
Yeah.
A lot of people have Teespring.
Are they cheaper?
Wow, look at that. All over print for a dog. Bandanas. They got bandanas for dogs. I guess it would be like a people bandana.
Well, our dogs have got bandanas if they need to wear them.
They've got them little
Well, this girl's got a bandana on as a t-shirt. She's a tiny little Asian girl.
But there's
I can do Boxcar Jerry bandanas.
they're on the Printful closet, but he hasn't opened the shop yet. It's just looking at what the.
Where's the custom underwear shop? You want some custom underwear? Closet Branch? Here's the deal. I'll do them, but you got to tell me your real first name.
Yeah, you won't reveal it, will you, Jerry?
It is at that, Cosmin. It is a lot of effort. Downloading the image, making sure the image is right, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
PJs, but the leggings are under the lounge, skinny lounge pants, you know, for just pissing about.
Anyway, Ron, today was Good Friday, right?
Yep, Good Friday all day.
Big day.
And it's hard limit. Yeah.
It's a big day.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Happy Good Friday. How are you, Nancy?
Well, you said I was covering this the day they mailed it across. But yeah, that was that one.
Doesn't sound good, does it? Who was the guy who directed that film where you watched The Passion of the Christ? He played in
Passion of the Christ?
yeah.
Caviezel? Something like that.
He played in that Scottish.
Who
play.
played Passion of the Christ? Yeah. Jim Caviezel.
Yeah, but who directed it?
He was Jesus. I don't know who directed it.
He played in that American War of Independence film as well.
Who directed it? Overview. Who directed it? Mel Gibson. How about that?
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, of all people, he directed it.
Yeah,
It was a good movie. Did you see it? Did you watch it?
Yeah, horrific how they treated him on it.
Yeah, it was pretty
gruesome.
Pretty gruesome. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. See Nancy now. Will Smith.
Will Smith. No, that's Men in Black.
That's. I could imagine if Will Smith did it.
It's a hell of a film.
What's going on, Nancy? What's the agenda? What are you doing Sunday? You haven't seen it, really? Wow.
A lot of people objected to that film, Passion of the Christ. Jewish people, because they said it portrayed them in a bad light.
Yeah, a lot of Jewish people didn't watch it?
Well, they didn't like it.
Why, they didn't like the truth?
Exactly.
But it was a long time ago, so why does it matter now?
Yo, Rick Bailey, what's up, my son?
Hi, Rick. Good to see you, Rick Bailey. Happy Easter.
Going to Easton to dinner with the widow of one of my lifelong friends. Well, that's nice.
I agree.
Just you two?
About it.
That sounds like it's going to be a nice day.
It's not in their lifetime, so.
Oh, it's just what their ancestors did, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not one of my ancestors could have been a mass murderer. It's my fault. Was it?
Don't go and agree with what they did. It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, today. I used to go to Good Friday Mass. I haven't in a long time. That's one long Mass, man. Good Friday Mass? Jeez.
We have to.
How long did it last you?
About an hour and a half long, not longer.
Ours are like 2 hours.
Yeah, we're around about that time, from what I can remember. I haven't been for a long, long time.
Yeah. Only a couple of minutes.
I've got a picture around it at a confirmation somewhere.
The Holy Communion.
The communion, yeah. Holy Communion with little dress on. Only a couple of weeks back.
Dave.
Why?
Smart ass.
So what are you saying, Nancy? There's no couples married for 50 years that don't hate each other?
the only couple married for over 50 years that didn't hate each other.
Man, I went to go look at some camellias for my garden.
What lizards?
No,
Camellias?
I
Not
thought you said
chameleons.
chameleons. I thought, well, oh,
No,
cool.
not chameleons. Camellias, flowers.
No, the chameleons sound better, Jerry.
Yeah,
Were they expensive?
they would die. Yeah, $70 a bush.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Like-
expensive.
It's like screw that. I ain't
You
getting
can
that.
get them cheaper by mail order, bare rooted.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look around more. I don't know, but most people are miserable after a while. Yeah, sadly, that's true, Nancy.
No,
How big do they get?
you're not connected.
Pretty big, I guess, if you let them. I guess, pretty big if you let them. These ones were probably about 2 feet tall, 3 feet tall. I know I can find smaller ones. I just want smaller ones. $20, $25 is okay. I ain't paying $70. I want 4 of them. The hell with that. What's up, Ian? How's your railroad running? But I'll see.
Ron just asked me to send those. She sent them to mine.
Wow, look at them go.
He did really, really well, Jerry. I was so proud of him.
He's vicious.
No, he's a big softy.
We're changing his name to Mr. Bloodspill.
Look at him, man. He's got a taste of blood now.
Hello,
Say,
Ian.
he's going to be killing everything that moves.
No, he's going to be too well trained for that. He
Gonna
actually
keep them
loves people, loves them, no matter who they are. But he's got to learn when someone's being a threat. That's when he has to stand up and do his job.
Yeah, they are pretty. And what's nice about them, Nancy, is they bloom in the winter and they bloom in the spring. So you get some nice color in the wintertime. You get flowers in the winter. Now, I don't know if there's like my friend has them in his yard and he gets flowers in the winter. Now, I don't know how far up in the zones you can get them in the winter. If it's like, if they still bloom in the Arctic Circle in the winter. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. You can get the winter flowering very early in the year, January time. You get wallflowers, and they're fragrant and they flower. And if there's any early bees about, they'll feed the bees right up until the springtime.
Really?
I seen my first bumblebee.
I did today, a bumblebee in my train shed.
Yeah, I did as well.
Did you give it a sugar drink?
Just it flew in, though, didn't it? Flew back out.
I'd be looking for somewhere to build an house.
Usually in bloody Hales, but we built him a bee house last time, didn't we? I'm hoping to use that again.
When I remember we had one and Craig put it on fire bin, can you remember, on my old pen, and I moved it off? Can't do that to bees.
English wallflowers, huh?
$90. That's too expensive.
What's
Still
$90?
For Nancy to get the camellias. I've just got some seeds this week, nasturtiums and stuff. They'll be going in the next couple of weeks.
$90,
Sweet pea.
huh? That's ridiculous. I'm trying to my hand at gardening. I'm gonna paint some. You're gonna
Astilbe.
plant some. What is that?
It's missed the letter L off. It's an Astilbe.
What is it?
It's a plant, a flowering plant. Astilbes.
What do they look like?
You'll have to. I can't describe it. You'll have to just Google a picture of an Astilbe.
Why you want to plant them, Rick? How do you spell it?
Astilbe. How are you doing, Ian at Lehigh? Hope you're well, my friend.
There'll still be flowers. Yeah. Nah, I don't like them.
There's tens of thousands. You know, I've won all kinds of prizes for my flower growing abilities.
Have you?
Yeah, I don't grow for show anymore, though. I don't do that.
They make good HO trees. Is that why you want to plant them? Yeah, I can see why they would. I can see that they would. Yeah.
Hydrangea do as well. No, you don't. Why not?
So Digger, here, are you serious? Like Digger, what can I plant that's going to flower, but is in the shade most of the time?
There's some plants called hellebores.
Hellebores, I saw them.
They will flower in a shady position. There's a lot to choose from in that genus. There's a lot of different ones to choose from. Beautiful flowers on them.
Yeah, and they were pretty reasonable. They were like $25. Hellebores.
Yeah, they don't need a south-facing position or anything. They'll flower. Closet, they do reproduce, but they use the stamen and the stems. They're not really like human genitals, mate, because they need something else to do the pollination on their part. But yeah, you've got the idea. But they don't just get it on with each other, don't plants. They need insects to do it for them. And there's certain plants from the P and B family.
The hellebores are Digger. The hellebores are toxic.
They can be if you, but you're not going to eat them, are you?
That's for sure.
It says it's a very toxic plant, and in fact, one can develop skin irritations from prolonged exposures when working with or weeding around them. What the fuck? I don't want that, Digger.
Oh yeah, all right.
I don't want to come in like all blown up.
One, I mean, it doesn't always happen. There's hostas. They don't actually flower, but they have very nice variegated foliage. Yeah, there's some plants from the bean family that can only be pollinated by a bumblebee because that's the only insect heavy enough to do it.
So what else besides hellebores, Digger?
Hosta. Well, some hostas do flower, but it's a tiny white flower.
What else?
Gypsophila. Tiny white flower again, sometimes called baby breath. Now you can get Dicentra spectabilis. Now they don't like full shade, but they'll tolerate a place that isn't full sun.
Do you have them, Cosman?
They will.
Do you have a nice sunset down by you? I went to bed early. I didn't see. I wish I saw that sunset, Ian.
I've only got a small garden now because it's taken over by a flagged area for the dogs and the sheds and what have you. But we've got a good few acres at the farm, and I'm allowed to plant some wildflowers there in the hedgerows, meadow flowers in the fields.
So, Cosman, is like spring the only time that I can get flowers in an area that is shaded most of the time. I would like summertime flowers or wintertime flowers.
Early,
Shade.
early part of the year, you can get what are they called now? Auriculas, and also I forget the name. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, hostas, cora, bells,
Oh, there's a
fern
name for that.
snow.
Primulas and primroses.
That astabelli is a shade plant. Foxglove, hellebore.
Digitalis, they're poisonous, Jerry, are foxgloves.
They look very
Fo-
nice.
fo-
Beauty.
Foxgloves are poisonous.
Yeah, and they're a biennial. They seed one year, grow, and flower the next year, seed and die.
Oh, really?
They always seed more. Once you've got them established, they'll keep growing back. They're a woodland plant usually.
About
And they use the drug Digitin that it produces. They use that in medicine for slowing a fast heart rate down.
about bleeding hearts.
Yeah, Dicentra.
Learn that then.
Also called Granny's. Oh no, that's not. They're called Lady in the Bath or Lady's Eardrops as well. Then you've got Aquilegia columbines. Those are fantastic. There's a massive range of flowers with those.
What is it?
I've got them all over my garden. Aquilesias, sometimes called columbines.
Columbine, COL?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see them. Columbines.
They sometimes call those granny's bonnets. They're beautiful, and you can get some amazing shades of blue in those. Then you can get clematis. I had a lot of clematis at one time.
Yeah. Are they low growing?
They push 18-inch tall or more, something like that, to the Dicentra.
Columbine? That's how you pronounce it?
Yeah, but the real name's Aquilegia.
Aquilegia. Like aqua or aqua?
Aquuelegia.
So instead of the A, it's an E.
Yeah, they're pretty. They have a pretty flower.
Some of them have got fantastic shades of blue, and some have a single flower, and some have a more than double, 3 or 4 layers, some of the clematis.
Would you order stuff online?
Yeah, all the time.
As seeds or plants?
Either. But the columbine, the Aquilegia, I'd order them as seeds because you chuck them down, they grow very quickly, and you've got them forever. They seed everywhere if you let them.
So, yeah, but if I get seeds now, will I see flowers anytime soon?
Not sure. You might be better off with little young plants now. It depends on how long your season is, but if you want to be sure of flowers this year, get tiny plants if you can.
I'll look more into this. Bleeding hearts will bloom later in the season. Mursica will bloom right after snowdrops are done. I don't think there is something that will flower all year around. So you have to plan. No, I'm not looking for
Just hang
something
on.
all year round. I mean,
How come you're back here?
yeah, I got local nurseries. There's tons of them. Yeah, I got them. but like they wanted so much money for. I went to Home Depot, and Home Depot wanted $70 for one of them. Uh, what are they called?
Camellias.
Camellia.
You can grow from cuttings, Jerry, as well. If you know somebody who has the plant and they give you a cutting, you can root that cutting.
How would you do that?
Couple of methods. If you've got the cutting and it's green in the green, so it's like fresh growth, dip it in hormone gel, rooting gel, and put it in a pot, well watered on your window ledge, a well watered pot that's got 50-50 grit and compost. Leave it in there, maybe a bit more grit, so it's very gritty, lots of oxygen can get to it, and it'll root pretty quickly. And the other way is you can stick it in the ground outside and hope it roots. It's hit and miss. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
But heat and moisture and oxygen is what's going to help it throw a root. So if you've got a cutting that's in the green from this year's shoots, that are coming up, dip it in the rooting gel and put it in a pot. I've done it in pure perlite by having warmer water and an air pump all the time. No, a couple of bucks for a rooting gel.
I wonder if you could start it hydroponically.
You could do, yeah. They need oxygen and water. And
they get oxygen from the air?
They can, but they need oxygen available at the roots, which they can get from water.
Oh,
but I do. They need something sometimes for the root to come out into. You can fill a jar with perlite.
Yeah.
With a vermiculite, dip it in the gel, put it in that, put a plastic bag cover over it. So
I was going to say, put a plastic bag over it, huh?
So it contains it, and the roots need a little bit of darkness in there so they can get going and start spreading out. Hiya, Steve, 87th.
Hey, Steve, 87. What's up, buddy? How are you? Happy Good Friday.
I had 50 different cultivars of clematis at one time.
Yeah, we have nurseries here too, but I went to Home Depot because my friend said Home Depot had them for $20. The camellias. Well, they might have had them at one time, but now they're huge and they're $70.
You can get magnolias as well. Those are beautiful flowers, aren't they?
Yeah, that's my fear, Cosmin. I don't want to get into something else that
you don't have to spend that much.
I know, but
bit of grit, jar of rooting gel for a couple of bucks.
You might just want to get a few
plants Yeah, just get a few plants if you don't want to get over involved. But
yeah, I'll go somewhere and see. I'll go to another local nursery and see.
Yeah, they've got nurseries and stuff. Yeah, get yourself some perennials and they'll be back year after year.
Perennials.
Yeah, if you get annuals, they will grow, flower, and die all in 1 year.
Okay, so that's it. They're done.
Yeah, but perennials will go on for forever and ever in perpetuity.
Tulips are perennials?
Yes. Tulips are bulb grown, aren't they?
Right. So I wonder if I see like tulips now in the stores and they're like 3 plants for like $15. I wonder if those bulbs would regrow next year.
They will. They will. So they're already in flower, I imagine now.
Yeah.
Right. Well, when they finish flowering and you leave the green on, the green dies back and it's reabsorbed into the bulb. Gives the bulb more energy. Now, provided you look after that during the winter, they will survive till next year. Well, you don't want them sat in a damp, wet puddle of wet mud for a year, otherwise they'll just go rotten.
So
You've
there's
gotta-
some in the yard now that I guess they the bulbs are in the ground and they just stay there. Can they not stay there?
They can if it's a well-drained spot and they don't get absolutely soaking wet through for weeks on end. Just think of it like a stagnant pond. If it gets like that on the
Yeah,
ground,
no.
soggy and wet all the time, they'll just go rotten.
No, I think it's a little high point in the yard that it sits off to the side. I'll show you a picture later.
Same as
Cosmin,
the they grow
what are these other things? Muscaries? What are they, Digger?
another type of flower and they'll go in a shady spot. But yeah, the bulbs will make tiny little ones. They call them bulbils, tiny little ones. If you lift them to replant them, you'll get the little bulbs, and you can grow those on as well. Gladioli are the same.
So if I were to take cuttings from those two things that Cosmins has, would they grow?
Columbines, muscari not 100%, but columbines I wouldn't bother. I'd get the seed. When the flower finishes, it seals itself and it goes dry, and in just one flower head there's hundreds of seeds.
Ah.
And you can just scatter those on the top of the soil and they'll grow for fun. Once you've got some established, they'll grow forever. But I'd buy the plant to start with and just let it go. And as you get more of them, the bees will come along, get pollen from one, carry it to the stamen of another, and get pollen from that to the stamen of another. And you'll get a massive range of colours that you didn't know you could obtain. You can start off with white. I started off with 2 white aqualesias, and I ended up with deep blue, dark blue, all different types of colours. Incredible.
All right, Cosmin, keep me in the loop when they sprout. What do muscaries?
Oriental lilies, you'll get a beautiful fragrance from them. Or a Clematis montana, you'll get an absolutely awesome, gorgeous evening fragrance from those, and moths come to feed on them.
Who?
Moths. You know what a moth is?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Sparky.
What's up, Sparky?
I'm over on Cosmin with Alchemilla. Lady's mantle, Alchemilla mollis.
Musk. Carry. Muscari. Carry. Yeah.
You can grow a bed for cutting flowers, you know, and I've done that before now, so that when you do have visitors, you know, when they're leaving, you can cut them a few flowers to take with them. Obviously, a lady, don't do that with a dude.
Yeah, those little mascaras look like tiny little bells. Is a genus of perennial bulbous plants.
There's loads and loads. Like I say, your gladiolis and all those that are bulbous plants. The iris. Now you can get loads of different iris. They grow for fun out here in the wild, but you can get specially created cultivars, the bearded iris and stuff, and those have a tri-shaped type of flower with a peak at the top and 2 tails over.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about deer in my backyard here at Cosmin. I just saw the tulips at the store and thought, well, they're pretty cheap.
But yeah, I'm going to plant some more wild stuff up at I'm going to plant some cornflowers, Virginian stock, and more Flanders poppies and things like that at the farm, because the sheep like eating them as well. It gives them, and it looks beautiful when a whole meadow's in flower. It looks incredible.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I would like some summer and fall flowers. You know, I don't
Well,
know.
your
We'll see.
foxgloves flower late.
Huh?
Your foxgloves flower late, and you can get quite a few colours of those. Dahlias are nice, but you've got to lift those out for the winter. They won't survive a winter this far north.
No.
Arizona, they bloody love it.
But you said foxgloves are poisonous.
Yeah, they are. If you eat a lot, you're not going to go and eat a lot of the flowers, are you?
Not going to eat none of them.
Well, you'll be fine then. There's lots of things that are poisonous, but we don't go eating them. They're poisonous if you eat them. Stick your finger in the flower and lick it, and then put your finger back in. If you do something stupid, you're going to win the Darwin Award.
Huh.
Then you can get honeysuckle. I've got two different types. I've got a late and an early flowering Belgian honeysuckle on the front. They smell lovely. Hello, Jaylene.
Honeysuckles.
Beautiful. Ron's not keen because they get in the way of her opening the doors of her Jeep. But hard lines. I say hard lines. They smell amazing in the evening, the honeysuckle.
Yeah.
Many a time I've had people stopping when they're walking up our avenue just to smell my flowers.
Dude, like, you really don't have a long season, do you?
Nope, you've got to make the most of it. You can elongate your season if you have a greenhouse, which I would love. But with the new building going up, I don't think I'm going to have space for another greenhouse. I used to have a greenhouse, so I don't think I'm going to have space for another.
Why don't you just put a little greenhouse on your new building?
I might think about doing that. Forsake some of it for a greenhouse now. That'll extend your season. I built one on the side of the house and I had it as a hothouse. Oh, lovely flowers all year round in there. But beautiful place. I used to sit in there with Sally, my assistant's dog.
Sit in there, have some coffee.
Oh yeah, but I had lights because I was growing a lot of vegetables for sure, and the police came to check. It was a copper I knew, and he said, "We've seen your lights from the helicopter. What's going on in here, digger?" And I
Really?
said, "Yeah, it were AFTAB, the local body." And I said, "I'll show you, but you mustn't disclose it to anyone." And there were lights for my onion flowers, for my onion plants, because I was growing onions for exhibition. You got to grow them big, so you give them a high nitrogen environment in an enclosure, and you give them a lot of artificial light, a Santiago type of light. And I showed them they were for my exhibition onions and leeks.
What did he say when you told him that?
He came to have a look. He couldn't believe it.
Onions? Like, how big did they get?
Heaviest onion last year was over 14 pounds.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Then there's competitions up and down the country for onions and stuff, and the prizes
What
are
do
like $1,500.
What do you do with a 14-pound onion?
You bring it home, you replant it back, and you let it start to flower. Then you take all the male parts of the flower off and let female little bulbils grow on that flower. You take all those off and you grow those for next year. You have got a cultivar and you've just cloned the parent plant. So you're going to get really big onions if you grow them right. Now you can use those for eating onions at a certain size, or you can use them for the show as well. But you'll get that many, you can do whatever you like with them.
Wow. Who knew that they had shows for onions?
In my drawer down here, I've got medals and rosettes and certificates for flower growing and all over the place. I got first prize with some potatoes one year. Usually,
What's the biggest potato you grew?
Oh, it's not all about size of potato. It's about, there's a big onion competition. Then there's your ordinary onion. 3, onions as specified by the National Vegetable Society as perfect size, shape, texture, and all that type of thing, appearance-wise. So you've got to grow 3 of those alike, trim the roots accordingly, and to get them to look right, when they start going brown on the outside, a couple of days before the show, get some non-fragrance talcum powder, and you can polish the entire skin with that, and then brush it all off with a soft brush like you use for your modelling, and it brings it out superb. Look, $1 million on the show bench.
Jesus. What about potatoes?
Same again. What you do with those, you wash them very, very carefully. You do not break. If you break the skin, it's good night Vienna. It's over. It's not worth a carrot. You're not showing that in any decent show. And you brush them clean. You brush them clean, and you make sure they're right. And you don't use talcum powder for that because it won't give it a shine. It'll dull it. It'll dull it because it's a transparent skin on a potato.
Jeez, Tigger. Who knew?
Ron made me knock it on the head after my first heart attack.
She
said,
what?
"You're not." She made me knock it all on the head, stop growing for showing.
How come?
It's a very time-consuming and stressful activity, Jerry.
Is it?
Oh yeah. If you're going for a big show, it's a week. Hello, Dirk. I'm a point. It's a week before.
Okay.
You're going to be spending 10 or 12 hours a day trying to select which are going to be the plants, the flowers, the vegetables, the runner beans, the broad beans, whatever it is that you think are going to be right for that show, ready and right at that time. Sometimes they might go early, sometimes they might go late. So you're spending the full 10 days before the show, getting everything ready. The night before the show, you spend the night there with your stuff, making sure everything's all right till the small hours. Morning of the show, you're busy as hell. You're cutting everything, packing it, getting it ready, transporting it, and staging it all. And by
Wouldn't
the
that
end
be
of
something? Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
something at that show, right? The night before, little mice came in and started eating your stuff. Oh man.
there's a
That
lot,
would be terrible.
but people go to like the main Harrogate show and places like that, Harrogate Autumn Show, where there's thousands of pounds at stake. People actually come to the show where you're showing your chrysanthemums and your dahlias. As soon as the judging's being done, you'll get a lot of people coming in, mainly housewives, ladies, young ladies, wanting to buy your flowers. And they'll say, I'll have those, I'll pay you now. And they collect them at the end of the exhibition. So you can make money just selling your stuff on afterwards.
Like, do you just are they sold for like a premium, or they're just
Yeah.
normal
They like
price?
them when they want them. They like them
Okay.
when they want them. But you've got to dedicate your entire. Put it this way: if I were doing that, I couldn't be modelling. Couldn't be doing any modelling. I'd have no time. Hello, Anthony
Really?
Middleport. Yeah, and it was stressful. When you've
Answer Cosman's question.
It all depends. We had Pendle Onion Club, and the first prize for the 3 best white onions was $1,500, and that's going back 15 years. Now you've got Tom Henshaw and his son Paul coming to that, who were the best in the country, and they usually won that. And then you got Dave Metcalf, who were the best with Blanche Leaks. He only lives up the road from me, and he's the best in the country. In fact, he's the best in Europe. Widely acknowledged as the best Blanche Leak grower.
For leeks?
Yeah, Blanche Leaks. He's grown his own strain called Pendle Improved, and they're expensive.
Really?
You want to buy a seedling, you want to buy one seedling of that, you're paying $10.
Do people grow them to eat them?
Too expensive for eating of them.
Wow.
You do grow them for eating, but those are a short
Yeah.
variety. Like your carrots, you get 2 sorts of carrots. You get stump-rooted carrot and long carrot. Now, your long carrot, you can get them 4 feet long quite easily if you grow the right strain.
4-foot long carrot.
Yeah. If you grow New Red Intermediate, that's a long pointy carrot. Then the stump root Usually Gringo's the best one for that. And those will be about 12 to 14 inch long, but a round stump on the end, not a point. Whereas your new red intermediates are a point.
Did you ever eat one?
Oh no, bloody hell, fire, man! You might eat Gringo if you buy supermarket carrots, but no, I wouldn't grow one that eat one that I've grown for sure.
Why?
No, oh no, it's too expensive, and a lot of people listen to this, right?
What do you do with it when you're done?
Put them to seed and use the seed from that plant. If you've got a good one and it wins a prize and it wins, you want the seed from that plant. People will be asking you, sell me some seeds off that plant. I'll give you $2 a seed and I want 50 seeds.
It's kind of like Bodacious, huh?
But
right?
The thing is, it's like
Bodacious and what's the other ones?
Onions and leeks. I grew them in
Bodacious. You know, Bodacious, the bull. You know, they want, huh?
Yeah, they want his.
They want
him to breed.
They want semen from him, so they pay a lot of money. Damn.
Exactly. If you get stuff that's winning, people want the seed or the clones. You pay more for the clones than you will for the seed, because the clone is totally identical to the parent.
Jeez, who would have known?
Like I say, Metcalf, he's grown his leeks and he's won that much and that often with them now. He can sell clones for $10 per plant. It just looks like a blade of grass with a tiny root on.
And he can grow hundreds and hundreds of them.
Yes, and he gets people from all over the country wanting them. He's sold them before he's grown them.
Wow.
But a lot of them don't want to eat because you've put a lot of stuff into it. The onions and leeks I had were in a nitrogen-rich environment. Nitrogen gas get the green going, and also a high nitrogen chemical feed in there as well. So you're not going to want to eat it. I don't know what it'd taste like, but there's no part of any competition is to do with taste. It's all appearance.
Wow. Who knew?
The 4 foot long carrot, it isn't big and thick all the way. It starts off quite thick and then it tapers, and it's a tiny root by the time you get to the end. It's having it all in one piece and you haven't snapped it. You grow them in very, very tall 6 foot containers.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's got to be all sieved sand and soil, perfectly sieved, and you put a drain pipe down the middle and you backfill it, and in that drain pipe you put pure silt, and it's all been separated and finely separated and sterilised. And there's feed down at the bottom, and then you pull that tube out, and then you put 3 carrot seeds and you pick your best one when they've germinated. If there's any feed anywhere else in that tub, the carrot's going to deviate and go off left, right and centre instead of going down where you want it to. And you've wasted an entire season and lots of time. Yeah,
wasted an entire season.
Oh, I used to do my head in when something went wrong like that after I'd invested all that time and effort.
Wasted. What's up, Mystic? How long did you do this for?
Oh, about 10 or 15 years.
Really?
I've got some photos of me with some bunches of sweet peas that I grew. I grew just the show varieties of sweet peas. And they're massive, up here, big bunches of them. They smell divine. And I won all kinds of prizes with those as well. They were good times, but I can't do it now. I'm too meticulous and everything. I've too much. If I were to do it again, and I'd want to do it seriously, I'd have to give up my modelling. And I'm happy to do it, but I like my modelling as well. You know what I mean?
You'd have to give up modelling.
But I wouldn't have the time to do both. It consumes you, does growing, especially growing for showing. I've got lots of All these books here are gardening books. A lot of them are signed by the people who wrote them, who I met at various shows, you know. Alan Titchmarsh, Edwin Williams, Carol Klein. I met Jack McVicker. I've met lots of people. Sarah Raven, tons of them.
Mystic, you just got here and you're leaving already?
He's having he's going for drinks. You're going for drinks, aren't you, Mystical?
Why don't you come prepared like a Boy Scout? Bring your shit with you.
Be prepared.
Yeah, who knew, Digger? Who knew? Wow.
I'm just growing a few tubs and a bit of vegetables this year. And some cutting. I'd love a little cutting garden again so I can cut flowers for Ron and bring them in the house.
Well, what will you put in your cuttings garden?
I'll do some dahlias, sweet peas.
Sweet peas?
Yep.
The kind you eat?
No, sweet peas. Sweet peas are flowers.
Oh, sweet peas are flowers.
They grow just like a pea up a vine, and they have a keel and a flag, and they're fragrant as hell. The only thing is you can get every colour you want except yellow. The first person to breed a yellow sweet pea will be a multi-millionaire in the same year. Same way a blue dahlia.
Why can't you get a yellow one?
The genetics aren't there for the colour. Every colour you want, different shades of white, cream, and everything.
Well, Digger, how come you're not working on that?
I'm not a geneticist. I don't have the facilities, and I don't have the time. Blue dahlia, they've been trying it for years, haven't they now?
I don't know. What do they want in blue dahlia?
You can get every shape, size, and colour except blue.
Blue? You can't get a blue one?
Next time you go to the plant nursery, say, have you got a blue dahlia? And they'll say, yeah, I wish I did.
Really?
Do you think I'd be here if I had a blue dahlia, mate? I'd be in the Bahamas on my yacht.
Jeez, man. Maybe I'll start working on one. I got an airbrush.
They make beautiful cut flowers. They're the columbines. There's not much fragrance to them, but they make a beautiful thing to look at, you know.
Columbines?
Yeah, the Aquilasias. Then you can do Rudbeckia, Echinacea. They're all from the American plains, those type Echinaceas and Rudbeckias and stuff. And those are beautiful flowers, sometimes called the Mexican hat plant. A beautiful yellow with jet black center. Marvellous. But they don't like damp. You're growing them here, you've got to have a big old raised bed, a couple of foot off the deck.
Really?
Well drained. Anyway, I've talked enough about flowers now, Wanda. Let's talk about something else. They'll get me going all night.
Well, I want to know about flowers.
What do you want to know?
I don't know. Whatever that is. What is that? How do you pronounce that?
Echinacea.
Got attacked by a virus. We pulled them all out. Oh, wow.
Mine were too damp, Cosmin, and I contacted a friend of mine who had written a book all about them, and he told me to build a raised bed 2 foot deep. The first foot, fill it. Well, the first 6 inches, he said, fill it with large gravel. Then the next foot with a 50-50 sand, gritty sand and compost mix. And then the top layer is just got to be a bit of grit, fine sand and a bit of compost. Let them go through and keep them well drained. And that's what actually worked. Well, it's the same for the Rudbeckias. They have that green waxy leaf. It's lovely. The flowers are awesome.
You got to get busy, Cosmin.
They all make very nice cut flowers, you know, for the house.
Gladiolas, no?
Yep, gladies as well. And you can get some very nice. You can get some very cheap gladiolas. You get $1 for a bag of a couple of dozen in there.
Yeah.
And they make little bulbils after the year. They grow from a corm. Looks like a bulb, but it's flatter, called a corm. But you can get, there's a company here called Shawglads, and they grow, there's one called Sarajevo, and the colour of the flower, it's like an amber pink. It's an incredible colour, and they're massive as well. They're really nice, and when I've grown those and had them in vases, I've had friends come and say, "Oh, that's a nice thing. Can I have some?" And I've ended up having to give Ron's friends flowers. They used to come and ask me for lilies out the garden and stuff.
What's this website? Showglads?
Yeah, Shawglads. It's in the UK. No worries, Ian. Riddle with mare's tail, yeah. That's devil's work to get rid of his mare's tail. All you can do is keep cutting it and cutting it and cutting it. But it does make a good pan cleaner because it's covered in a silicate, isn't it? If you've got a pan scrubbing.
What's this one? What's this one called?
What, Shawglads?
No, the color that you're talking about.
The plant's called Sarajevo.
Spell it.
Sarajevo. Have you found the site?
No. No.
You'd have to put in Gladioli Sarajevo and see, but I think it was bred exclusively by him. Yep, same here, Anthony. If I were doing my allotment and my garden, which was marvellous, my garden at one time, people used to come. I won they had a competition for all the gardens in the area, and I won that quite a few years on the run. But yeah, after the heart attack, I was ill anyway. I was ill, and then I got the heart attack, and Ron said, "That's it, digger. Over. It's over."
The gladiolas are a bulb too, huh?
Well, they call it a corm on a gladi, and it's got a dish underneath where the roots come from, and that makes tiny little corms, but it's very much like a bulb. I'd recommend lifting those out, cleaning them and drying them, and keeping them somewhere dark, cool, and dry for the winter.
I used to know these ladies. They used to grow cannas.
Yep, Indian shot plant.
And they used to dig the bulbs every winter.
When they grow in the wild in India, and they're called the Indian shot plant because the seeds are little round seeds, about the size of a pea, but they're rock hard, like a piece of iron. And when the Indians were throwing the Brits out of India, they were using them for buckshot in the guns. The seeds of the canna plant.
Really?
Hello, Hunter. Yeah, and that's why they got called the Indian shot plant, but it's canna. Then there's the fig plant, the castor oil plant. Castor oil plant is ricin, and it's seriously poisonous. Is the seed of the castor oil plant, and that's what the terrorists were using ricin, weren't they, to do poisonings and stuff.
What's an allotment?
It's a piece of ground that you can rent either from a private allotment club or from your local authority. By an act of parliament, all local authorities have to provide an allotment for people who live in their borough if they want one.
What did you used to grow, Anthony?
You're doing a lot of emojis there, Hunter. Have you got something to smile at? Something making you happy, mate? Do you want to share it with us? We could all use cheering up.
Yeah, what's up with all the emojis?
Well, I'm going to kick your ass in a minute. Tell us what's so happy. Tell us why you're so happy, Hunter, mate.
Don't make me time you out, Hunter. Vegetables mainly? Okay.
I grew a lot of cabbage and cauliflowers. And one day I was at the stables and I saw Ron coming out of my allotment with something under her arm and a big knife in one hand. And she'd been going up, cutting my cabbages off and chopping them up for the horses' dinners.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. That's a lot of nerve.
That's true, Cosmic. Well, what could I do? There were more than we were going to eat, but it would have been nice to have been informed what were going on, wouldn't it? She was just helping herself, we're on. She'll do the same when I grow stuff at the farm, though. I mean, but I don't mind. It's the pleasure of growing it for eating, isn't it? Whoever eats it.
Why tag your video? I gotta read this now. Jesus fuck. It's so
Someone said
funny.
stop to read.
Now, YouTube creators. It says, you're leaving behind potential earnings by not tagging. Fuck, it's
Oh,
so
do you not tag?
I don't know what I'm not doing. I don't know. It's another shit I gotta read.
Luke,
Nickelback.
We call it a courgette. A zucchini here is a courgette. Just ordered a burger with bacon, white cheddar, and all the eye. Oh, Eli.
I think
Is
you
that what
mean
you said?
canola? I don't know. What white cheddar with cannoli? You getting a cannoli too? Is that what you're getting?
I think it might say Eli. You know what Eli are, don't you?
No.
Have you seen The Time Machine written by H.G. Wells, where he gets in that seat and there's a big spinning disc behind him that takes him through time? He ends up in a place where there's two types of beings: Morlocks that live underground and eat people, and Eli who live above the ground. And that's what Eli is. He's
So
having one of them.
which one is it? That or this?
Aoli.
Or
Is that
this?
right? Aoli.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Is it something you eat or drink?
Me too, Leah. Brilliant film of that, Ian. H.G. Wells' Time Machine. Oh, it's a sauce.
Aioli sauce? Aioli sauce.
What's it made from? An aioli plant?
A-holes.
A cow's asshole. Gotta use it somewhere.
It's made from a-holes.
Oh, that's cool, Anthony. Where did he live? I went around all the Shakespeare properties one year.
I've heard of him. Who is H.G. Wells?
He was a writer and author. He wrote Time Machine. He wrote all kinds, but he wrote that film we're talking about, The Time Machine. Some sort of mayonnaise, a bit sweeter and lighter than regular mayonnaise. Where was his cottage, Anthony? I went to William Wordsworth Cottage up in the Lake District. Oh, what? Yeah, he wrote War of the Worlds as well.
Hey, Dirk, you're awful quiet. What's going on over there? Dirk, did you take down your layout? You didn't take down your layout, right?
Was he in War of the Worlds? they did a remake. The first film, War of the Worlds, were really corny, but the remake with Tom Cruise, oh god,
Tom Cruise.
but Scary Movie did a skit of that film, and what a film! That's hilariously funny.
You've been working on your layout? Well, that's good.
Yeah, excellent.
Very good.
I've a solder come adrift on mine, so I've got to do some soldering the next day or so.
Soldering.
In Bayonne, New Jersey. Is that where the yeah, you call it soldering?
Yeah, soldering.
Is that where the crane was, or was that in New Jersey, Ian? Or where the cellar was?
Soldering.
Oh, Sussex. Very nice. Yeah, part of the home counties down there. Lovely.
Soldering. I'm tired. Bayonne, New Jersey. Bayonne, New Jersey sucks.
What sort of a party, Mystic? A pirate party. I tell you that the War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise were good, but the Scary Movies were even funnier. They were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Scary Movie.
Yeah, you know the Scary Movie series, that they do a comedic version of a spooky movie. They're brilliant. It's like a horror film where they take the piss out of the horror film. It's really funny.
Jeez, it's almost 7 o'clock.
Mystic has a pirate party when he finishes a soldering project.
Is that right?
Dig. Yep. National Trust, yeah. Yeah, it'll be there forever if it belongs to National Trust. Almost 7. I've got to go. Uh-oh.
Who's going? Oh, Sparky's doing something.
That's the one, Ian.
Sparky, when are you going live?
Take my
Stories
hand.
from Modeling Railroad Community. What the heck's that about?
What?
Sparky's going live. I don't know when. 7 o'clock, I guess? It's 7 o'clock now, isn't it? He's got stories from the model railroading community. What are stories you're talking about?
He's going to be dishing the juicy gossip out about people in the community.
Is that what he's talking? Stories.
Yeah, gossip from the community. Juicy gossip.
The best thing about this community.
In the War of the Worlds skit, he ends up in the cellar with this guy, and he said,
This
"Look,
sounds
we're
interesting.
going to build our own tripods to fight back." I was going to be better because of the 4 legs.
In 5 minutes, Steve. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. He wants stories on why you do keep doing model railroading. I don't have any stories.
Right.
Digger, you got stories you could tell him?
About why?
Huh?
About why I do model railroading.
I guess. I don't know. You go watch the beginning of his show. Let's go watch the beginning of his show and see.
I was physically incapable of continuing the current things that I were liking. So I had to get to a hobby that I could physically cope with, you know. I used
So
to love
maybe-
riding horses, but a lot of physical work.
Maybe that might be a good story to share.
Not really.
Okay. All right.
I built a great bond with my horses. I had to give up because I got too old and buggered.
So I got a quick question for everybody that's in chat. Does anybody have an air purifier in their rooms of their house?
Yes.
And do they help with dust?
No, you need a proper air filter for that.
No.
I've got an air purifier, a little one right here. Oh, have a look.
So it doesn't help with dust? Does it help with making your air pure?
A little, but what it does. Oh, hang on, I'll just unplug that. It's an ionizer. It ionizes the dust particles, and so they have to drop down. But it also drags the air through a UV light and sterilizes it. So if there's anything in the air that are nasty that shouldn't be there, it'll sterilize it. And you just very quiet.
Yeah, whole house filter. Well, I can't get a whole house filter, but I get one for the room. Yeah. Cosmin, do you have one?
A dehumidifier.
No,
we
not
have
a purifier.
we have a dehumidifier it goes in the kitchen when the dogs get really wet.
We have the Levat. Does it work good?
Helps keep it. It
Levat.
does
Huh?
lavender, aloe, some kind of ivy, a good plant for bedrooms.
Does it work good, Cosmin? Do you recommend it? I don't have a lot of dust, but I have some dust. I hate dust.
I had a Mountain Breeze air filter and it used to draw loads of air in, so many litres a second of air. And I lent it out to somebody whose child was having bad asthma difficulties and I never got it back.
Bastards. Never got it back. Fuckers. All right, it's time for Sparky. Let's see what Sparky's doing. He's got some stories about something. I don't know. Let's see what he's doing. Maybe you guys can add to his stories. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Happy Good Friday. Remember why Jesus died for you. All right.
And also, don't forget who it was who did it.
Yeah, don't forget who did it. See you tomorrow. Back on track, 10 a.m. Say.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
guys. Good night,
Bye,
everybody. Thanks for joining.
Happy Easter. Take care, everyone.
Yep, if I don't see you, have a happy Easter.